Good morning. Happy Wednesday. And welcome to our meditation this morning. I am sharing all week long about tapping into your personal power. And this day, this Wednesday, is all about energy and breath and the layer of self known as the pranamaya kosha. So, this is the layer of consciousness that holds our energy. It holds the words. And when I'm in meditation, it'll probably help quite a bit, actually. So it'll probably be fine. But just so you know, like there's some heaviness there. And so when we look at the energetic leaking that happens through our energy body, we looked yesterday at our physical body and how we give away our energy, how we give away our power, um, through our physical body, through misplacing the power that exists within the physical body and in our physicality. We give it away to others because we're seeking approval, because we're seeking acceptance and love. It's something that we're so hardwired for as humans. It is innate. It is what it means to be human. And it all comes back to our original desire of connection. And also that original fear of losing that, of losing the love, losing the connection, losing the attachment, that original attachment with your parent, your caregiver, with your loved ones. And and so it's really easy to sacrifice our personal power for this acceptance, because it's almost like it can't even compete because we are so deeply in need of that attachment, of that healthy attachment. We will oftentimes sacrifice our personal power. Now, the process of reclamation, the process of drawing our personal power back to us, really takes an honesty here, because the truth is that while we need attachment, while we need connection, while we need this love and this acceptance, we don't need it at the expense of our personal power. It's not an either or. It's not as though you need to give away your personal power, you need to make somebody else responsible for, or to give them what they want in sacrifice of what you want or need or desire. It's actually an and. You can do both. And that is the process of reclamation, is learning how to still create these healthy attachments, create these connections, these spaces of intimacy with others, while also holding your personal power. The truth is that when you are able to do both, so when you can hold your personal power and at the same time honor those intimate relationships, honor the deep-seated need for attachment, that is when you will truly flourish. And so when we're moving through this work together, when we're really looking at what it means when we give away our energy, when we give away our power, it's not about taking it back and pushing people away. It's really about looking at how we can reclaim what is ours to hold. And then as we hold that, as we begin to reestablish the energetic boundaries, as we hold our personal power, our creative power within us, we find that we actually are in a much more authentic relationship with others because we're expressing ourselves truthfully. And before that, before we are able to do that, reclaim that power, we're almost having a relationship through a mask. We're having a relationship with others based on a representation of self that isn't 100% true. And it's scary work because we can have these fears that if we express ourselves honestly, that we will be rejected. But this can be a really slow and gentle process of returning to truth, and always returning to what is in your integrity, what is true for you. And yes, sometimes that means that relationships end. Sometimes it means that relationships aren't a good fit, but that doesn't mean that you won't be connected with people. It doesn't mean that you won't find that deep seated need for attachment. In fact, you will find deeper connection. You will find deeper intimacy with people because you don't have that mask in the way. You don't have the filter. And so you can go really into the depths of what is possible in relationship. And to me, the highest expression of a relationship is this integrity, is this deep seated connection and intimacy. And then from that space, you co create. So, from this deep seated space of honesty, of truth, of integrity, when you're both holding that space, you can co create. You can both be in your power. And it's like a hundredfold. The sum is greater than its parts. That's how it works. And I've definitely experienced this. So I can speak to that as truth. Good morning, Carrie. So nice to see you on here this morning. So we're going to move through a meditation. Just going to pull up my notes. I like to have notes around me. And the meditation is moving through the energetic layer of self. And so I shared yesterday, and I guess, and Monday also, that we are going to be shifting to a once a week meditation. And I, based on popular response, and then also just feeling into what feels right, Mondays definitely, I think, are the right way to go. It'll set the tone for the week, and it will also just help us move into a space of receptivity, of openness, of setting that intention, and then allowing the week to kind of be infused with that goodness. So that is where we're moving to. I'll put that announcement in the group as well. And then I'm going to be bringing in a whole bunch of other awesomeness. So stay tuned, and more support. Okay, so let's do our meditation. Let's move into the space of practice together. And so if you'd like to be seated, that will be easier for you to breathe, probably. So this layer of self, the pranamaya kosha, prana is the movement of energy, of breath, and the breath carries prana, carries this energetic flow, this energy of life. Let's take some time to really move into that relaxation response. Excuse me. Into the parasympathetic nervous system. So as I shared, I was feeling a heaviness, and because of this, because of these, heightened nervous system experiences, it's so essential that you take the time to set up practice. And the breath is really helpful for this. So you can use the breath to return to balance, to return to relaxation and inner calm, openness, receptivity. So just draw your awareness to your breath. We're not changing the breath. Just feel what the body needs, what it naturally requests of the breath, and allow that movement of energy, that movement of this life force into, around, and then out of your body to take place naturally. It's interesting when you get a chance to just sit in complete silence and you turn off all of the doing, all of the thinking, all of the expectations of yourself. Your breath will naturally guide you into this state of calm. So just know that you have this tool with you at any time you need it. You can set on a timer for 5 or 10 minutes and just sit there with your eyes closed, breathing. That's it. Now, the energy layer of self is just below the physical layer, just within, but it also extends beyond. We have an auric field, a energy body that is beyond the physical edges of our body, of ourself. And this cocoon of energy really holds us safe. And when we interact with others, we move into each other's energy field. And there is a tendency to give away parts of our energy, to share, but without reclaiming. And so, the work that we're doing today, the exploration, is about how we do this, how we leak energy, how we give away our energy. And this, in turn, pulls away from our creative power. And so, I invite you, as you are engaging in the breath, as you are aware of your creative energy layer of self, to inquire into this, inquire into how it is that you give away your energy. Just notice some very simple ways that you do this, maybe on a daily basis or in your intimate relationships. And hold this without judgment. And we're just noticing what our tendencies are, what our habits are. And remembering at the same time that these habits were born in a time that is not now. So, though we might know different now, we might have different desires and understandings, our habits were born in the past. So, just hold this past self, this habit with energy, with compassion, with the energy of compassion, of love, of kindness. And just notice, how do you give away your energy? How have you given away your energy? And once you become aware of a few ways, I invite you to ask a follow up question of why. Why did you give away your energy? Why did you give away this creative power that exists within your energy body? And just notice, without blame, without shame, without guilt, just notice why. Hold this with compassion. And now let's look at what it means to reclaim. So, regardless of why you gave away your energy, why you Let your creative power leak out of you, leak away from your energy body. It doesn't matter that it happened. What matters is that we notice why and we see if this is true for us now, if there is a way for us to return to the inner truth. There's a way for us to kind of tease apart these habits, these patterns of leaking energy. Is there a way to reclaim through? Is there a way to bring back the energy and to hold this now for yourself? And allow any fears or resistances to be there because those are parts of this old energy pattern. So it's okay. It's okay for them to be there. And just begin that process of reclamation. You can feel this as an energetic flow towards you, very similar to any energy work that you might have experienced. You'll feel an energy flow into the body. This is very similar. Reclaiming your energy is about drawing back the energy from all dimensions, times, and planes that you have leaked, that you have misplaced. So do that now. Intend, feel, sense your energy returning to you, reclaiming the energy that is yours, that is your personal power. You can start to deepen your breath, inhaling to draw this energy back to you. Exhaling to really allow this energy to integrate once again, to find its place in your energetic cocoon, your energy field. Good. And as you begin to reclaim, you'll often feel an alivening, like that energy is starting to kind of bubble up. And it's so important that we maintain this energy within healthy boundaries. And so the edges of our auric field, our energy field, can be thought of as this boundary, as this cocoon, this container that holds our personal power. And so let's keep this in place by being aware of the edges of our energy body. So just feel, sense this energy field. And then as you move through your day, your week, you can notice any time that it feels as though this boundary is not in place, as though this boundary has been compromised in some way. This is a call for reclamation again. And you have the tools, you have the understanding of how to reclaim. So, with this energetic boundary in place, holding this personal power, we are going to tap into the energy of creation now, of creative flow. And so, creation can feel very active, as though we need to do. But this is almost an effortless action, where it's more about intention, about activating the vision that is seeking to emerge through and as you, and allowing that energy within that contained energy to naturally create. And so if you felt a creative flow, or you hear this being spoken about a lot in, the field of meditation. There's also the Flow Genome Project. A lot of people are talking about this creative flow. And what that is a creating without doing. It is tapping into this higher vision, tapping into this deep well of creative power that is rooted in the energy we've just reclaimed, but doesn't involve giving away your energy, doesn't involve leaking energy. And so I invite you to feel that, to feel the creation welling up inside of you, to witness this birth of creation that is coming from your creative power, that is coming from the reclaimed energy. But allow this creation to be contained within your energetic boundary. Notice how you can create within you and that there is no need to project it outwards. So creation always begins within, and this is where the creative flow is born. And now, from this space, I invite you to hold the energy of gratitude for thankfulness for the creation that has already been born, for the energy that has been reclaimed, and for the lessons that have taught you what it means to leak energy so that you can know where your energy boundaries need to be strengthened, so that you can become aware of what is truth. And if you'd like, you can place your hands on your heart, one on top of the other in prayer. So we hold this energy of gratitude individually and collectively. We're going to close the practice with 3 really deep, energizing breaths. So let's inhale together through the nose. Exhaling, integrate that energy. 2 more. Inhale in. One more. Good. And as we start to come back to the space that we are in, feel your energetic boundaries in place. Feel the cocoon that you are surrounded by. And really feel that energy of gratitude within, the activation of your creative flow that has been initiated. And when you feel ready, you can start to come back to the space around you, feeling the edges of your body, noticing the room that you are in, the sounds of that room, visualizing the space. And then when you feel ready, you can start to blink your eyes open, coming back to this space. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It really helped to lift my heart. I so appreciate your presence. It really is such a gift to share in this practice together. And every time we practice, I'm reminded of the true meaning of Namaste, because as we are practicing, I am really feeling into the light that exists within me and exists within you. So that light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste. So much love to you today and every day. I look forward to practicing with you again tomorrow. And until then, have such a beautiful day.